Good morning, Michiana. Welcome to ABC 57 News. I'm Emily Pritchard. Our top story this Friday morning is that weather. And Election Day, it has come and gone. This morning, the Elkhart School District is waking up a winner. Well, who isn't using social media? Admit it, you've probably already checked Facebook or Twitter this morning.
Well, of course, they are more than ready for this game this evening. When we talked with head coach Muffet McGraw for Notre Dame, she told us that they were actually anxious to play today. Well, Kim, according to Jack Swarbrick tonight, the athletic director, he tells us they don't know how many people were involved in this online hoax, but according to him, he says Manti Te'o knew nothing about it. Reporting from New Orleans with the women's Final Four. Reporting from Super Bowl 46. Reporting live in Fort Lauderdale with the national championship. The rough terrain wasn't over just yet.
ABC 57 has just confirmed starting quarterback Everett Golson is no longer enrolled at the university. News breaks a Saturday night in May that Golson was no longer enrolled at the school that he led to the national championship nearly 5 months earlier. And the following day, Golson releases a written statement saying he was suspended for the fall 2013 term due to poor academic judgment. It wasn't until 5 months after his suspension that Golson told Sports Illustrated what really happened.
Basically, I had poor judgment on the test.
Police have now found the car, and reporter Emily Pritchard from our affiliate WBND joins us live. Emily, what are authorities saying? Is he now on foot? And as I understand, you're in the area where that car was located?
That's right, Susan, I am. They are looking for him here on foot. They're actually going door to door in this neighborhood behind me. You can see a long line of police cars here, but those officers are on foot going door to door looking for the suspect, 40-year-old Michael David Elliott. Now, they are telling residents to stay inside here in Shipshewana and the surrounding area. They are telling them to lock their doors and to only answer them for officers. Now, this all, of course, started when Elliott escaped from a Michigan correctional facility, and you can see they took this car. The car we're looking at and talking about here is right behind me in front of this house to your left of the screen. It is a almost maroon-looking Jeep. It's parked in a diagonal there in front of that garage. Now, that is the car they've been looking for and believe that Elliott did abandon. Now, the owner of that car is who he took hostage. We are told that is Cheryl Van Warmer. She's a 50-year-old woman out of Ionia, Michigan. We actually spoke with her husband. He tells us that she is exhausted, of course, still staying up all night and had a traumatic experience, but is doing okay and is at home right now. Now, we do know that he drove her car with her to a gas station in Middlebury. That's about 10 miles north of here. That's where they filled up. She managed to dial 911 while he was pumping at that gas station. And when she called 911, she stayed on the phone with dispatchers until she could go inside that gas station with him to pay. That's when she locked herself in the bathroom. And eventually, after 15 minutes or so, that's when Elliott chose to leave the scene. And we can only imagine that that is when he dumped this car a short time later in this neighborhood about 10 miles south of where that gas station was. Susan?
How are the fans feeling just hours now from tip-off?
Well, you can see and hear for yourself. They're feeling pretty good in here. Take a look. I am surrounded by a sea of lime green inside the Hard Rock Cafe here in Nashville. And now's the time for these fans to sit back, relax, take in a little time to take a break before they head up the street to the Bridgestone Arena for all the excitement in that matchup later tonight between UConn and Notre Dame.
I think the whole country's been waiting for this game.
I've tried my best to do you right, but baby, I can't try no more.
Undefeated against undefeated.
The lights are still blinking along Broadway, and women's basketball fans are out making known who they're rooting for tonight.
Go Irish!
This afternoon, the Nashville sky was clear, except for that storm brewing between UConn and Notre Dame fans.
Hatred.
You say it's a hatred?
Oh, yeah, we don't like them and they don't like us.
UConn! Huskies! UConn! Huskies!
This group of Big Blue has had one big weekend.
I feel like we're the basketball capital of America right now.
They're sporting a statement after watching their men's team win a national championship in Dallas just hours ago.
We had to drive through Nashville on our way back home, so we said, well, we'll just stop and see the women tonight.
As they roam the streets looking for tickets, the Fighting Irish have their sights set on staying perfect this season.
It gives you goosebumps, I think, to know that they're undefeated. We saw them all the games that they played, home games, and It's unbelievable they can do it.
I behold up some honky-tonk.
As the blocks of Broadway get a little more attention than your average Tuesday afternoon.
This is great. I mean, this this place rocks. Yeah, and on and on and on, you know.
The Irish are moving onward tonight to what they've been waiting for all season.
It's just so exciting. It's just like, pinch me. I can't believe we're here.
Well, you can hear it for yourself. There is a lot of excitement here this evening, and coming up within the next hour, we will show you more live from the press conference here, and even hear what one Fighting Irish fan from South Bend has to say about what the key to tonight's game is. Reporting live from Nashville with the women's Final Four, Emily Pritchard, ABC 57 News.
You've probably got all of these sites bookmarked: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can't forget about others like Pinterest and even LinkedIn. Now, we're all using them, but how is actually changing. Now, 60% of all social media is happening on your phone or tablet, and that's even impacting what we're all capable of seeing.
You have to plug in to log on.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff.
To get that social media fix, we're all willing to weather the elements to scroll through statuses and drain our batteries just to glance at our friends' latest 140 characters.
I mean, I probably talk to people on Twitter more than I text them or call them.
And from our palms to our laps, we're all mapping out our lives on the internet, but who's watching? Well, I spent a couple of days on Indiana University South Bend's campus using phone apps to track the online traffic.
I don't have to actually type I'm at Northside Hall for you to know exactly where I am. I'll send this tweet now, and if your phone location is turned on, you can almost immediately open an app called Tweets Nearby and see that I'm not alone.
Holy cow, okay. I actually know that person.
That's IUSB junior Jessica Williams' reaction to the app we found her on. It uses location services to pinpoint the exact place of Twitter activity.
This is actually kind of scary in the fact that probably anybody can download this app and see exactly where I'm sitting right now.
Who's been stalking her recent activity? I have. We chatted about her purchase of Harry Potter stamps and even her new obsession with a game app called Fallout Bird.
So I've been playing it nonstop.
And that's all stuff, obviously, like I was able to pull off your Twitter. We could see where you live, where you spend a lot of time. Does that freak you out at all that, you know, there are apps that we can pull up the location of where you're tweeting at all?
It is kind of, I guess, off-putting just because you're like, wow, anybody could find me. Like there could be some serial killer in Elkhart or something that could come find me. That's why I try to be really particular in what I post.
It doesn't take much force to click enter, but what's the power of that post?
What people thought was private 30 years ago isn't even close. Anybody with a couple bucks and the internet can figure out where everybody lives.
Eric Tamashowski, head of St. Joseph County Police Cyber Crimes Unit, admits there's really no way to confirm you're safe online.
A lot of it's just common sense, and a lot of it is thinking about it as, what information am I communicating by this?
If you're a parent of younger kids, the cyber world, it can be scary. Tamashowski says while kids may be a click ahead of adults with the technology, Mom and Dad are the ones with the blueprint to what they're downloading.
The parents should be getting basically a list from like the iTunes store of what the kids have downloaded. Google every single one of those things so you know what they are.
Find out what you can online, because the more you know, the better, especially just because you log off doesn't mean your online footprint is unplugged.
There are some good things about phone locations. Many parents are using them to track their own kids, making sure they are where they say they are. And at the end of the day, Tamashowski tells me that you just have to treat social media like many other things, a calculated risk, and you must use caution. Now to watch my full interview with him and to get many more tips, visit our website, abc57.com. Reporting in South Bend, Emily Pritchard, ABC 57 News. And it's a story all eyes in Michiana have been watching closely. 8 men charged in connection to the death of a 2-year-old South Bend boy. Well, today another man accused of murder in that case could learn when he'll go to trial for that crime. Therese Buchanan is expected to appear in court. He's charged with murder, attempted murder, and committing a felony while a member of a gang. Now in April, 2-year-old John Swovlin Jr. was shot and killed by bullets shot miles away while he was playing in his aunt's front yard. New this morning and breaking from overnight, firefighters responded to flames erupting inside of a Van Buren County business. It happened around 2 o'clock this morning at the Keeler Keg and Kitchen restaurant and bar. That's located in the 64,000 block of Territorial Road, also known as County Road 352 in Hartford, Michigan. That's where we find ABC 57's Eric Cox this morning. And Eric, can you tell us what happened out there? Well, tax season, it is here, and this morning we have what you need to know before filing. ABC 57's Eric Stelzer looked into the changes this year and found out a few ways to file for free, which is great to know. He joins us live in studio with more. Hey, Eric. And you've got to listen to this story. The Broncos, they hit the water yesterday as part of their last media session before the big game. Well, you'd probably guess it was a nice day out on the water. Take a look at that boat as the team relaxed. Well, instead, several players reported feeling ill. Many players said they simply got seasick. Glad to know it's not just the rest of us. Well, several reports have surfaced that players weren't happy about the NFL's decision to host the events on a yacht. Peyton Manning was quoted as saying, quote, "I wasn't prepared for a rocking cruise ship. There's always a wrinkle, I guess." It's going to be beautiful. Thanks for joining us here on ABC 57 News Morning Edition. I'm Emily Pritchard.
And I'm Tom Coon.
Have a great start to your Tuesday. Good Morning America is next. And of course, it's in South Bend.